Recently, we had the opportunity to speak with Anne Shurston from Human Life Protection Society. We spoke about their work in Tasmania and their fight for dignity of life from conception to natural death. We discussed the dangers of euthanasia, which is becoming more of an issue right across Australia. We wanted to bring you this conversation directly, showing you what she's seen on the ground and what it takes to keep advocating for life year after year. How did you get started? How long has the organisation been around for?
I've only been with the Human Life Protection Society for 3 years. However, the organisation started in 1972, so they've been running for 54 years. They started with 3 doctors that founded the organisation, and 2 of them were gynecologists, obstetricians, and 1 was a doctor of philosophy. When a young mum would come into their surgery and talk about abortion, and it was way before ultrasounds were about, but somehow they had these cameras, did the same job, and they would show the young mums a video of their unborn child. And it would change their minds.
Tasmania, like every state and territory in Australia, now has euthanasia laws in place. And like everywhere, there's pressures building to loosen the safeguards further, including proposals to remove waiting period requirements. We asked Anne how she responds to the argument that assisted suicide is an act of protecting someone's dignity.
I believe, and I truly believe, that it is just false compassion at the expense of truth, because you've got people like Neil Danaher, who lived for 34 years with MND. And then you've got Magda. She was diagnosed with cancer, I think it was 12 months ago, and now is in full remission. And it's like, and I can go on with so many other examples. For people to encourage another person, a sick person, to give up hope is really shortchanging that person, because like Neil Danaher was able to enjoy his family and watch his family grow. So people miss out on so much by giving up so quickly.
You have raised concerns about the proposal to remove the timeline requirement. Can you walk us through that, why that would be such a risk?
If you can imagine and putting yourself in that situation, you've just been given a terminally ill diagnosis by your doctor. You and anybody else in that situation would be in total shock. So to go immediately to, yes, I want to access VAD is just like a knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah.
When the person hasn't even been given the chance to explore what treatments there might be to help them live longer, heal them maybe.
Yeah.
You know? And I've got a lot of family members that have been put in that situation. My uncle is 89 now. He'll be 90 in December. And about 5 or 6 years ago, he was given an aggressive diagnosis of cancer. And like, he's still alive.
When people do receive these diagnoses, what kind of support do you want to be offering, or do you think that should be offered before the conversation even happens with assisted dying?
If they've gone through all the options with their doctor as far as what treatments are out there for their situation, and they're still not coping, maybe ask their doctor where they could get counselling in that area.
Yeah.
There would have to be counsellors out there that would be specific for different causes. I mean, of course, contact us and we could possibly direct them in the right direction as well. The doctor would probably have better access to the support people in that person's area.
Anne's point isn't that suffering isn't real, it's that diagnosis shouldn't be the end of the conversation, it should be the start of one. We also asked Anne about capacity. Who's doing this work day to day and what stands in the way of it growing?
We've got a membership of 76. They're all older than me, and I'm 67, so they're all in their 80s and reaching their 90s. So they're tired.
Yeah.
Can't physically get out there and do the legwork. So we do need younger people on board. The members are quite good in feeding us information that come across their desks, issues that are being raised, and then we do the legwork.
We asked what the single greatest challenge has been in getting the message heard.
The churches, surprisingly enough. I will email our newsletter and different notices to all the different denominations in Tasmania, and we don't get one answer.
Wow.
And it is so hard to believe when we're all supposed to be pro-life. One of our committee members spoke at her parish. The morning she spoke in her church, she didn't get one response.
That's a difficult thing to hear, but it speaks directly to the reason Life in 5 exists, to make sure this conversation doesn't stay quiet. Assisted suicide is not going away, it's expanding. The safeguards we were promised are already being questioned. The eligibility criteria are already being reconsidered. The doctors who started the Human Life Protection Society back in 1972 didn't wait for someone else to act. Anne didn't either. Now the question is, will you? If you would like to support the Human Life Protection Society, you can reach them through their website.